There's a new wave of hip-hop slowly on the rise. Rappers, producers, artists, and musicians alike are progressively beginning to dismantle gender roles and the stereotypical expectations that come with them. Hypermasculinity, or the need to be extra hard and numb to emotions, has been a staple in the hip-hop community since its origin. Take it back to 1990. The song You're Struggling by Boogie Down Productions attacks black men who display feminine gender traits. It's very common to hear the use of homophobic slurs with the intent of attacking another man's masculinity, ironically expressing gender phobia more so than homophobia.
Where are all the real men? The feminine look seems to be the trend. You got eyeliner on, chillin' and maxin'. So you're a man with a spine extraction. So what I'm asking is plain to see. Are there any straight singers in R&B?
Now, we often see it in the lyrics of some of our favorites, from Tupac to Migos. Even their visuals often depicting and perpetuating what society deems to be normal for your gender. But for some people, gender is not simply about being a male or a female. Gender can be an expression showcased in many different ways. Maybe it's how you dress, how you do your hair, in your mannerisms, or even in the way you speak. And in some instances, which gender you identify with can change every day, or even every few hours. This is formally known as gender fluidity. According to Dot Brower, director of the LGBTQA Center at the University of Vermont, everyone's gender exists on a spectrum. Brower said if you imagine the spectrum and imagine the most feminine expression you've ever seen and the most masculine you've ever seen, and then place yourself somewhere on that. Brower, who identifies as genderqueer and prefers the pronoun they, said that gender identification is about what feels right for the person. Several artists are beginning to transition into a style of music that expresses more of what feels right as opposed to what traditionally looks or sounds right. The vulnerability that you may find in the lyrics of artists like Kendrick Lamar, Tyler the Creator, Macklemore, and Frank Ocean are all examples of artistry that is defying the status quo of hip-hop. Artists like Future, Young Thug, Rich Homie Quan, Teyana Taylor, and Kehlani have all pioneered the wave of challenging the way the culture views gender expression, helping to make it be known that a common misconception of gender fluidity is that it determines a person's sexual preference. As Young Thug explains in a video for Calvin Klein's Fall 2016 campaign,
it don't matter, you could be a gangster with a good dress, or you could be a gangster with baggy pants. I feel like there's no such thing as gender.
From dressing androgynously to being open with their gender identity and sexual preferences, this transparency only further helps break down the stereotypical image of how a man or woman should dress, interact, or even love. South Central LA rapper and visual artist Duckworth is making it his mission to challenge social constructs and our overall view on love, sex, race, and identity. He says there's this constructed facade people create for you, not just as a man in America, but a black man in America. We're pushed to be super aggro, super masculine, and I don't really fit into that mold, not comfortably at least. His latest single presents the essence of gender fluidity, saying, quote, "Let's meet between the gender. Now wouldn't that be awesome?" Bottom line, there shouldn't be a standard of what's normal and what's not. It's exciting to see hip-hop help advance that mantra. Remember, the only person who has the power to label you is you. And now that artists are breaking the mold, leading by example, and using their platforms to promote inclusivity, the hip-hop audience can be empowered more than ever to be themselves. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and follow all things All Def Music. For The Report, I'm Kayla Nicole.